Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, February 24th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Maryland weather. What are we going to do? I'll tell you, yesterday I was sweating my butt off yesterday morning on my walk, and I was downright chilly when I left Lourdes after dinner last night. And it is supposed to get a little bit colder still, I understand. George will probably fill us in on that. Stupid bipolar Maryland weather. Anyhow, lots of news today, so let's get into it, shall we? A Crofton woman has died after a tree crashed through her roof on Tuesday evening. When crews arrived, they were told that one resident was still unaccounted for, and she was quickly located in a second-floor bedroom. However, the condition of the house made rescue a long process, taking nearly 2 hours. Unfortunately, she passed away at the scene, and we have heard that she was in her 40s. Terribly sad. Maryland Attorney General Frosch and Anne Arundel County Chief of Police Amal Awad announced indictments of 5 people, 3 from Anne Arundel County, accused of running a large drug ring. 4 of the 5 are related. The investigation was nearly a year in the making, and as a result of 20 search warrants, they seized 5 kilograms of fentanyl, 500 grams of heroin, 7 kilograms of cocaine, and a marijuana grow operation with more than 400 plants in a Baltimore auto body shop. To put that metric system in perspective, because I have problems with it, I Googled it, and 5 kilograms of fentanyl is enough to make anywhere from between 5 and 7.5 million doses. No trial date has been set yet, but it will be tried here in Anne Arundel County. Yesterday afternoon, Annapolis City sent out a notice that the Hillman garage will be closing at the end of March for 14 to 18 months as it is being rebuilt. The city has created a website, accessannapolis.com, which will give you all of the options for parking and moving around town when the garage is out of service. And those options include electric on-demand golf carts, enhanced circulators, and discounted parking at Park Place. But the city may have put that cart before the horse. Check out the article in the Capitol or the Twitter thread by Brooks DeBose on this. Yesterday, there was a Finance Committee meeting, and it became very clear that the city is still trying to figure out how to pay for this. The terms of the contract have not been released, I don't believe, to the council, and we do know that construction costs are already higher than planned, and the concession from the private entity is lower than planned. Very generally speaking, the 2 options being presented to the council on Monday are, number 1, get a $25 million payment now and give up control of the garage for 30 years and all of the parking revenue in pretty much the downtown area. For that, the private entity will build and finance the garage. The other option is to sell bonds to finance it. That will push our debt ceiling and will affect our bond rating. Theoretically, the $25 million received now will be used to pay for the city dock project, and the city will figure out how to pay for the remaining estimated $10 million to pull that off. And of course, this is all predicated on it being done on time and within budget, which honestly is not likely. Under the best circumstances, the garage would be complete between May and September of 2023, disrupting 2 tourist seasons. For those that have been here a while, this is the largest capital project ever undertaken by the city. It took us more than a decade to reopen the Market House when they renovated it. We were embroiled in a large lawsuit surrounding the construction of the police station. There is not a good track record. However, on Monday night, the administration will be asking the city council to bypass traditional rules and accept public testimony and vote on approving the project in the same meeting. You can go to the city council meeting or you can submit it online to testify for or against this. Sorry, that wasn't too general, but this really is a big deal, and I find it hard to believe that we are now 1 month behind the projected start of the project, and an agreement hasn't even been reached, and the council is going to be pressured to vote. Much more detail. Please read the article in the Capitol from Brooks. He does a great job of laying it all out. Hey, the Annapolis Home Owners Expo is this weekend at the Byzantium Center, and I hope you caught the bonus pod we did with Jeff Devlin and Doug Ptolemy, who will both be there. Two great guys. Jeff will be giving us solid and some hands-on advice, and Doug is a world-renowned wildlife ecologist and will talk about how we can save our habitat. Our conversations were both fun and really interesting. You want to go have a listen to that. And tonight, the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park rolls on with their winter lecture series. It is virtual again this year, and the cost is only $10, but included for no cost with a membership. Up this week at 7 p.m. is Anne Swanson, who is the executive director of the Chesapeake Bay Commission, who will be talking about how we measure the milestones and meet the goals of making the bay a lot cleaner. Now, the EPA studied it 50 years ago, set out some goals, and we still have a long way to go. You want to tune in and get this interim report card of sorts. This sounds really fascinating this week. Maritime.org is where you need to go to get tickets or buy a membership. And also, if you're interested in summer camps, they've got those registrations open as well. And as we wrap it up, this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, the Chesapeake Youth Symphony Orchestra had a great time talking with Dane and Julian. And the following week, Current Dermatology and Cosmetic Center, a brand new dermatologist opening up here in Annapolis, and Dr. Molly. And that's it for the news today. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Rehab to Perform, Solar Energy Services, Alpha Engineering, and the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. It is Thursday, so we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with your Maker Minutes, and of course, George from DCMDVA Weather is here with your psychotic but locally forecast weather. All of that gets underway in a bit, so hang tight.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
One of the most common questions we get: how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, February 24th. Yesterday was just about as good as it gets for the Annapolis region in late February with plenty of sunshine and temps in the 70s, and today will be just about as far away from that as we can get in just 24 hours. Look for daytime temps today only in the mid or upper 30s, after upper 30s to low 40s for highs that will have occurred already at 12 a.m., with a chance of some sleet and or snow this morning in the 6 to, let's say, 11 a.m. time frame, possibly mixing with rain before sleet and or rain in the p.m. hours, and then potentially a little freezing rain in the nighttime hours, with rain continuing into Friday morning before skies start to clear, with temps back up into the low 50s Friday, with winds gusting over 25 miles per hour at times, ahead of a sunny weekend with highs Saturday in the low to mid 40s, followed by temps near 50 degrees on Sunday, with the early expectation for the first half of next week to be daily sunshine and dry conditions, with seasonably cold temps Monday and Tuesday before a return to 50-plus degrees for highs on Wednesday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, as well as through our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google app stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. On Saturday, down at Jug Bay Wetland Sanctuary in Lothian, they're having a Pasenki workshop, Ukrainian egg decorating. Pre-registration is required for that. Following that, check out their magnificent marsh animals talk. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, their Toft Crochet Animals and Learn to Knit a Gambit Cardi sweater are both sold out. But on Tuesday, check out their Learn to Knit February and March sessions. And registration is open for their Advanced Beginner Knitting class, Making a DePipe Cow, their Unraveling Ravelry class, as well as their Learn to Knit a Metamorphic Sweater class, coming up in March. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing strawberry parfaits. Tomorrow they're doing a Tuscan vegan cuisine workshop, and Tuesday their Half Pint Kids Club is doing English muffin pizzas. At Local by Design this week, on Saturday and Sunday, check out their monthly Annapolis Artisans Market, where they open their shop off at Chickapin Round Road, and you can meet some of their in-house artists and buy lots of great gifts. At Art Farm in Annapolis, Saturday they have an adult photo meetup. The last Saturday of each month is a chance to meet up with other adults and go over what you learned in the first exposure workshops to reinforce your skills. Sunday they have a yoga and mandala workshop, and on Tuesday they have another What's Dope open mic night, which is the first Tuesday of every month. And their winter semester is still in full swing. Saturday they have a Make It Kids slime workshop for ages 9 through 12. And continuing this week, today there's teen photography. Saturday there's beginner painting for kids. Monday there's kids fundamentals of drawing. Tuesday there's virtual botanical drawing for beginners. And Wednesday there's a 3D sculpture class. And registration is open for their other winter semester classes, such as their Make It Kids mosaic tile workshop. And keep an eye out for their summer camps to be announced soon. At the Benjamin Vanderkerb Museum in Park in Ellicott City, Saturday they have a nature story time. And then on Sunday they're doing gourd bowls. Open, shape, and decorate your own gourd bowl. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today online they're doing an introduction to Vitamix. Explore simple and fun uses, tips, tricks, and recipes for your blender. Also today in Linthicum, they're doing a build and play with Legos. Saturday, Edgewater has do-it-yourself bath bombs and body scrubs. Tuesday, Brooklyn Park is doing visible mending. Learn different techniques to extend the life of your favorite clothes. Then on Wednesday, check out Soko Knits virtually. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, on Tuesday, check out our monthly Autodesk Fusion 360 3D design workshop online with Russ. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues. This is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at EyeOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.